I bought a Silverstone FLP02 case. Was happy to be able to install my favorite Seasonic Connect power supply in it. And then I discovered a critical flaw this case has. And the problem is that the power supply sits right on the bottom of the case. Normally the power supplies have two ways to get the air. They can get the air from below through the filter, and also because they are raised a bit above the floor, they can get the air from the inside of the case through the gap which they have below. Unfortunately, this power supply can get the air only from below through the filter. These slots have even raised edges, so there is really no way for the power supply to get the air. If you look, here, first the filter is very dense. This fine filter will get clogged with dust after a few weeks, and when it happened, the power supply will start overheating. As you can see, these slots with the raised edges are really against the power supply, and this is really the only way the power supply can get the air. If you put the how can you operate this case and PC safely? The only way how to operate it safely is to put it on a solid floor. Because if you put it on a carpet, the power supply will start choking right away, even with the filter cleaner. So first you need to put it only on the solid surface, and then you can't use this filter at all, in my opinion, in case you don't want to clean it every week. And by the way, it's really difficult to remove it from behind the case. So this is the first solution. Operate it only on the solid floor and operate it without this filter. There is another solution, in my opinion, and the solution would be to shift the power supply a little bit higher. There are these two rivets, so you can move it just for example 1 centimeter higher. So you would drill these two holes 1 centimeter higher, and then these holes would shift above this edge, so you would just put two washers here under the screws so that they would catch on the edge of the case. But as is, this case is impossible to be used on carpet. It is possible to be used on a solid surface, but without a filter, and then of course the power supply would get dirty and dusty over time, so that's a downside. I think this is a major oversight which severely diminishes the usability of this case, and I'm really strongly disappointed with this.